Alright, well, this is my review on Wrong Turn 3, which is, fuck, I forget. Wrong Turn 3, let me see. I forget the name of it. Wrong Turn, 3, Left 4 Dead. Alright, so Left 4 Dead, there's a lot of kills in this movie. I can try to, say a couple. I don't want to make this review as long. So, basically this movie is about, these people, usually West Virginia, obviously. These two hillbillies, or three. One of the hillbillies, children end up getting killed by this mafia guy. I don't know what you call him. He's a real asshole. So basically what happens is that they're prisoners and somehow the bus crashes or whatever crashes, and they're left in the woods, and they have to travel, and a bunch of shit happens. The one bald guy ends up getting lit on fire with a Molotov. Another guy ends up getting sliced in half like Mortal Kombat style, where it's like just his fucking face. Another guy ends up getting scythed. Wait, no, that was the guy. Another one ends up getting chopped in half. One ends up getting a thing in his mouth. Same thing with the fat cop. The mafia guy ends up getting killed. He ends up getting his fucking head cut open, and one of the cannibals ends up eating part of his brain. There's a lot that happens in this movie. It's always the mafia guy is always focused on the money because that's what really matters. But you have this cop and this one girl, which are cop and one girl are cool. But there's parts where they're going through the woods, and then they end up they say something about a town, and the whole hillbilly thing. One guy ends up getting caught by barbed wire at the back of one of the tow truck things, dragged away onto the fucking road, which is pretty fucking horrible way to die. They end up cutting his head off and shit. There's this one cop girl and that ends up dying. She ends up getting captured. She's naked and shit. She's like in barbed wire, I guess, if you would say that. But basically throughout half this film is just them going through the woods, obviously, because West Virginia, and they're trying to find a way to get out of there, and they can't find a way. But eventually, at the very end, this one guy ends up being the cop and the girl and this other prisoner, which had to follow orders because of the mafia guy. The cops end up coming. There's this whole part where they are driving the tow truck, they end up crashing into a tree and ends up catching on fire. But at the end, you see where the cop is going for the money, which is in the back of the truck, like how they found in the previous part of the movie. And you see him counting the money, and then you see him get an arrow to the back. I was like, he's gonna end up dying by one of the hillbillies. And no, it was the guy that somehow got the bow and arrow. He said never trust a cod or something. I think that's what he said. Something along the lines of that. Then after that, he ends up going for the money. Then you see the hillbilly come back with a bloody thing that was like a bat thing, and you end up hearing the guy scream, assuming he died, and the movie ends. I mean, it's not a bad movie. I'm not gonna lie, it's not bad. It's not really bad. A lot more gruesome deaths in this movie. Makes me even more terrified of West Virginia, because I'm not going in those fucking woods. Hell no. But basically the whole movie was them going through the forest. It was about cops and prisoners and stuff, which is a cool setting, or cool theme, I guess. Always the sexualizing the women, which don't understand why. But yeah, overall it was an okay movie. If I had to give it a rating, I'd probably give it like maybe. It was enjoyable, at least. I give probably like maybe a 6.5. Because of the kills, I like them. Pretty gruesome. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. Wrong Turn 4, Bloody Beginnings is next. And yeah, that's pretty much about it.